What's going on, everybody? It's Sports Things Kicks. Hey, I'm back with another review. Well, on the tech side, I got something that I'm really kind of impressed of, and I decided to go out of my comfort zone. I want to try something new, something a little tech. So what I decided to do was I tried these on. I got my eyes exam. I got some new lenses, and let me explain to you the process of what steps I had to take to get these frames, my lenses, and everything to work together. So, if you're new to my channel and you like the review after this, do me a favor, leave a comment below, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. So anyway, once again, I bought some new glasses. Well, I didn't buy them, got them covered through my insurance. And on top of that, I got my lenses done. These are the Ray-Ban Meta Wayfarers. Now, my first initial impression about the frames was the the build quality for one, the tech behind the frames two, and three, the cost and what it would cost you to get these lenses put into your frames. Now, there's several different ways of doing it, and I'll explain to you later. So, first of all, the build qualities. I'm really not too happy about the build quality because when you are molding something together like plastic and stuff like that, they leave this outline that will show the two pieces coming together. On mine's, you could actually feel the outline, like they didn't like smooth it out or anything. They just slap it together and put everything else inside the unit so it worked, you know. And when you're wearing this, it will be a very uncomfortable feeling, especially around the bridge of your nose, because it's supposed to be some kind of slight padding on it, not very well cushioned padding. It's like a very thin tape type padding, um, and it could be uncomfortable on on the bridge of your nose. And I had to go through Amazon and pick up a nose pad for frames like these so that it will sit comfortable because I couldn't wear these for 24, 48 hours or 10 hours, because it would hurt. It took a while for me to get used to the legs because the legs will press against your head so you get a nice tight fit so the glasses won't fall off. And once I had put these paddings in here, it does help keep the frames from slipping because if you got oily skin or anything, uh, after a while it will slide. Um, Another thing about the build quality of this is it's a very clean pair of frames. As a matter of fact, I have walked around family members. I've been to different places like stores, restaurants, stuff like that. People have not noticed that I have cameras on these lenses, and I particularly wanted to pick black because black is very distinguished, low key. People probably think this is part of the decoration and not thinking anything about it. I might have had a couple people actually look at me a different way because they might have thought that they knew that these were Meta frames, Ray-Ban Meta frames, but I didn't freak them out or anything by having the light on, recording everybody. And that's another thing too. If you decide to get these, me myself, I felt uncomfortable because I didn't want to offend anybody. I just wanted to be able to enjoy the tech that I bought. I didn't buy it, well, I got, and so that way I can enjoy it the way I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be where I'm offending somebody of their privacy or anything because I don't want to be that guy. Like I had family members that came in from out of town, and I mentioned to them, like the second day I got my frames, my prescription, and I let them know I was taking a picture of them. I took the picture, and I have not looked at the quality now. Well, not the quality. I have not looked at the picture. Now, when I first got these frames, I did take some pictures and video, and wow, I can tell you right now, the quality on this is pretty nice. I mean, you can take some really good pictures and videos of this stuff, and it's the clarity, as far as the sound, the audio, is good. It's real good. I mean, I thought it'd be some muffling or anything. No, this is really, really good. Um, Now, far as how did I do this? Because at first, I did not, when I got my frames, I did not go through Ray-Ban, because I know you can go through Ray-Ban, and I know you can get your prescriptions through Ray-Ban, but the downside of it is that you have to get your eyes exam, then you go ahead and then you order your frames, and then you put in your prescription, so that when you order your frames, and when they come back to you, you already have your prescription and your frames together. What I had went through was that I once again had my frames, and I went to get my eyes exam, and when I brought my frames in to have them put the lenses in, all of a sudden, oh, we don't know how to do it. We never messed with these, but they were supposed to have a tech come out eventually, sometime later this year, that knows how to handle these, because a lot of optical um, establishments are not going to touch these because there's batteries in them, and they're afraid that these things might catch on fire if you or break very easy. But after seeing a couple videos on YouTube, I found a workaround. I'm sorry. So I was watching a couple people on YouTube, and they brought up a company called VR Wave. And VR Wave is a company that makes prescription lenses for VR headsets and for Meta frames. So what I did was I reached out to them online. The process was very easy. I put in my prescription, um, everything the way how it was put in on my card. I sent the email in. They reached back out to me about 24, 40 hours later, and they wanted me to upload the card that I got my prescription off of, and I put that in, and I sent it to them, and within 14 days, 7 to 14 business days, I ended up getting my lenses in a separate case. That's another thing that's cool. The case, they put your lenses in the case, and you get more options for bang of your buck. I've saved, because I through my insurance, it would have cost through the my eye doctor anywhere between $300 just to get my prescription, but through VR Wave, it was less than $200, and I saved a lot of money. Well, my insurance company saved a lot of money, because some of these prescriptions are out of pocket also, and luckily for me, it didn't. Now, the once I got the lenses, like I said, I was still stuck with the frames. Nobody wanted to touch them, and they didn't want to be held responsible for damaging the frames. So I'm like, well, damn, I got these frames, I got my lenses, now what? So watched YouTube again. Big shout out to those. I can't think of their names yet, but this one sister, she was like, this is how you do it. And another brother, he was doing it, showing it too. And I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing by watching these two. And I wanted to make sure that the results of how they was doing the take apart and how they installed the lenses was right. So that's another thing too. If you have the same problem, go through YouTube. There are videos showing how to do it. So when I watched the two videos, it was real simple. All you have to do is just pop the lenses out a certain way. Like if you want to take them out, you pop the lenses from the outside, from the inside out. Okay, that means behind here, you push them out. Then when you're ready to install the new ones, you start in the corners up here with your lenses, and you work your hand around the frame to pop the lens back in, and that's it. So you would never have an issue installing these yourself. As a matter of fact, they show videos where they can change the lenses out to different colors if you want to. So it's not really that hard. You don't need no heat. They just pop in, pop out, and you go from there. It's been probably about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now since I had these. And I can tell you right now, I have not had any issues with my lenses. I do have transitions. I do have polycarbonate, something like that. I don't have the list of the stuff I got, but I got the stuff that I really wanted to have that would have cost me almost over a little over $300 for less than two. Um, Another thing too that I had that have some issues with the Meta frames are um, power consumption. These can last you somewhere between 6 to 7 hours, but if you're using it very heavy, you could probably get the most maybe less than 4 hours. So I'm not trying to use as much power. I mean, as much as I can out of these. I mean, I'll every once in a while ask questions and stuff like that. Um, it does work with Google and all that stuff. You can hear it through the headphones. At first, I didn't really like the volume in here where you can hear somebody talk to you, but somehow it must have did some updates because now it's like I can hear very good. Music wise, I know they said a lot of times music sound pretty. Some people like the music out of it, but to me, it's kind of tingy. Like it's not enough impact. So if you're the type of person that wear Bluetooth and you rather, earbuds and stuff, keep using those because these are okay, but they're not like how you would get from like your Beats or your AirPods or anything else. So I would still say use those until they come up with a newer frame with a better sound system. Um, Far as connectivity with my phone, I had no problems. Far as asking questions and trying to learn stuff, how what it can do and what it cannot do, I'm still at that stage right now. But I can tell you right now, if you decide to get a pair of these, um, the pricing of these are not that bad. Like I say, you probably can find these on sale because now they're supposed to be coming out of, I guess, with new ones. Oakley supposed to be coming out with some new ones. Oakley's is okay, but Oakley is that's that money. Oakley wants you to pay a lot of money. Ray-Ban right now is a decent price. You can probably find a few frames on Amazon for a reasonable under $300. But if you go through Ray-Ban for them, you could be paying a little bit over 600. I know I would have. So I kind of helped my insurance company save some money. Another thing too that I've learned about these is that there are other accessories for these. Like I was telling you, I got these pads that I bought off of Amazon for like less than $8, and you can stick them onto the side, and it makes it comfortable. Even like right now, you can barely see them. I don't know how good the quality of the video is going to show, but I have them right on my bridge of my nose, and they're comfortable. Uh, there are different types of chargers where you can actually, have a desk charger for your frames, so you can charge up your eyeglass. Um, and I remember mentioning about you can switch out the frames, not the frames, the lenses anytime you want, the different colors and stuff like that. And VR Wave, the company I went through to get my lenses, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm very pleased with VR Wave. Shout out to them because I have no complaint about my vision. My vision is good. I mean, just spot on. Um, and I think that is pretty much it far as the Meta frames. But if I come across anything after I do this, I will put it in the information below. But right now, if you ask me, am I pleased with these? Yes. Am I happy with the quality of the build quality? I'm going to say on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm like a 6 on that because I think Ray-Ban could have done a little better with the way how they put the process of putting these together, and they should be able to smooth these out because this is just, I mean, this is like, if I rub across here, you can hear my fingernails is like getting caught. See how my fingers just snapped on that? That's because it's catching that line when they mold the plastic together. Um, Weight wise, okay, even though they put all that technology in these frames, as far as the speakers, the sensors, the cameras, and all that stuff, um, it's not really that heavy. Once you put it on your face, you're not gonna know the difference. It's just like regular frames. But like I say, if you get these pads, you will not feel that weight as much. Where it's pressing into those outlines I was telling you about when they mold the frames together, you won't feel that on the bridge of your nose. So it makes it a lot easier. And I know there's some other stuff, but I can't really think of it right now. But other than that, like I say, these are spot on. I like them. So I'm gonna end the video on this, and I'm just gonna say, if you guys decide to go out and get these, yeah, hey, it's worth the money. They cool. I mean, if you're a type of person like me that love tech, hey, tech it is. I'm gonna stick with it. So like I say, do me a favor. Let me know if you pick up a pair of these, what you think about these. You know, hey. Other than that, I'm out. You guys stay blessed. Stay positive in life. Treat everybody with love and equal. You know, a lot of things going on. Some crazy stuff going on today. So, love you guys. Peace out.